All right, we're back. All right, we're back. We've been drifting through some heavy themes of destruction today, and I think it's time to ground ourselves in the actual wreckage. It feels like we're walking right into the middle of a collapse.
Or maybe just a really intense renovation project.
Not quite. We're looking at the opening of Fight Club, and I want us to look at how the narrator starts not with a bang, but with just a list of colors and textures. Orchid, fuchsia, cobalt, ivory. It's so sterile, it sounds like a paint swatch catalog. Exactly. And then he hits you with all my life has been spent buying this crap. He moves from these beautiful, expensive sounding names to calyx coffee tables and steg sets. It's all just stuff. And that's the scary part. He says, and so you become a prisoner of your cozy nest. The things you once owned, they become your masters. It's a total deconstruction of the middle-class dream. He's describing this existence where you're just accumulating layers of perfection until the explosion happens.
And it's not even a metaphor. The apartment literally blows up. Gas leaks spark from the fridge, boom. Everything, the lamps, the diplomas, the school yearbooks just flies out the window like a solar prominence.
I love the absurdity of his grief, though. The apartment is gone, his life is literally exploding, and he's like, God, but my refrigerator. I had a collection of mustards, 14 types of fat-free dressing, 7 types of capers. He's so invested in the triviality of his hoard. It's like he's trying to use these tiny, controlled luxuries to buffer himself against the emptiness.
But look at what the porter says. This guy is the voice of the street. He's basically saying, yeah, people blow up their apartments for the insurance money. They want to make a quick buck.
It's so cynical. And then the narrator's reaction. He's literally calling for help from Tyler Durden. Tyler, save me from this. Save me from Swedish furniture. That is the core of it right there. He's not asking to be saved from danger. He's asking to be saved from comfort. He says, I don't want to be completed anymore. I don't want to be satisfied. I don't want to be perfection itself.
That is heavy. If like he's saying the perfect life is actually the cage.
And the way he finds Tyler, it's so visceral. He goes to this bar, they drink a sea of beer, and Tyler's first request is, hit me as hard as you can. It's a total pivot. We went from discussing how objects become masters to a man literally seeking physical trauma to feel something real. It's a total rejection of the soft life he was building with those calyx tables.
And then we jump to the aftermath. He's at work, he's presenting slides for Microsoft of all things, and he's literally swallowing blood in a dark corner.
The contrast is nauseating. He's sitting there, blood bubbling in his teeth, while his boss is talking about the perfect shade of light blue for a menu. It's that disposable feeling again. He's the coordinator of complaints, sitting in the dark, physically broken, while the corporate world just continues. The corporate machine doesn't even notice the blood.
It's like he's a ghost in his own life. The only way to feel like a person is to go to the club and let some guy beat the soul out of him.
It's terrifying, but in this context, you can almost see why he'd choose the pain over the perfection. We'll pick it up there. Next time, we look at the rules, because the rules are the only thing that's left when the furniture is gone. Okay, let's slow down. We've been talking about the explosion, the loss of the perfect life. But I want to go back to the narrator's headspace right before the club takes over. He's reflecting on his old routine. He says that when he came home angry because he was hopelessly falling behind his personal 5-year plan, he used to just fuss with his car or lick his condo clean. Lick his condo? That is such a visceral, creepy way to describe cleaning. It's almost obsessive.
It's manic, Jane. He's trying to control the one thing he can, the surface of his furniture.
And look at the justification he uses for it. He says, I knew that one day I would die, and my body would be as good as new without a single scar, and so would my car and my condo. That is so bleak. He's basically saying, since I'm going to end up as dust anyway, I might as well keep everything pristine and unblemished. He's avoiding the scar. He's avoiding the mark of life.
But then he drops the bombshell. He says, perhaps self-improvement is not everything. He follows that immediately with, Tyler didn't know who his father was. Perhaps self-destruction is much more important.
There it is, the pivot. He moves from the pursuit of the perfect, unscratched life to the idea that breaking yourself is the only way to find truth. It's a total rejection of that middle-scale dream we were talking about. He's literally looking for the opposite of a polished surface.
He finds it in a basement. He describes this scene, Tyler under a single hanging lamp and hundreds of eyes glinting in the dark. It sounds like a ritual. A dark underground ritual.
And the rules. He lists them and they're so circular. The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule is, you never talk about Fight Club. It's almost like a cult. But then he brings it back to his own life, and it gets even more personal. He talks about his father. He says his dad had a habit of starting a new family in a new city every 7 years, like a chain of franchise restaurants.
Ouch, that's cold. No wonder the guy is looking for a fight. He has no foundation, no original self to go back to.
Exactly. He's a man built on transient, disposable pieces. And he says it plainly. I'm 30 years old, but I'm still a boy. He's looking for a way to grow up, but not through the traditional way, not through marriage or a career, but through the impact of a fist. And look how he describes the difference between the club and like watching sports. He says watching football on TV is like, well, he compares it to pornography when there's a beautiful woman right next to you. It's all just a distraction. It's hollow.
Because it's all mediated. It's all through a screen, through a satellite with a 2-minute delay. It's not real.
This is the most important part of the whole passage for me. He says that after joining the club, you stop trying to look like a sculpture or an ad campaign. He says, as Tyler says, anyone can call themselves buff if they're just a souffle.
A souffle, just full of hot air.
Right. He's mocking the gym culture, the perfect body. He's saying the physical change isn't about aesthetics, it's about becoming carved from wood. He's moving from something soft and easily collapsed to something dense and resilient. It's the deconstruction of the self we keep coming back to. He's trading the soft identity of a consumer for the hard identity of a consumer for the hard identity of a combatant.
But man, the cost. He describes the fight where this guy is just smashing his face into the concrete, blood everywhere. A bloody imprint of his face left on the floor. And Tyler's reaction, he just says, cool.
It's terrifyingly casual. But then look at the aftermath. The narrator is back to his real life dealing with the dry cleaners, the bank, his boss. The problems haven't gone away. The bills are still there. The broken buttons are still there. But he says something so profound right after. None of these problems went away, but I didn't care anymore.
That's the power of it. The external chaos is still there, but the internal chaos has been channeled. He's found a way to carry the weight, because he's no longer afraid of the impact.
It's a dangerous kind of freedom. He's found a way to survive the disposable world by becoming disposable himself. We'll leave it there for today. All right, let's lean into this. We just left the narrator at his breaking point, but now the club is becoming a physical reality. He's living in this decaying house. It sounds less like a home and entirely like a tomb, right? And look at how Tyler presents the stakes. He's basically saying the club is a finite resource. He tells them to either stop talking about it or open their own club elsewhere, because if they don't, they'll find themselves excluded from the first 50.
It's a classic gatekeeping move. You're not cool enough for the inner circle yet. But then he hits them with that heavy obligation. If you come to a fight club for the first time, you are obligated to fight.
It's not a choice anymore. It's a ritual of initiation, and the narrator explains why people are there. He says people come because they are afraid to fight something in their lives. They use the physical punch to face the psychological paralysis.
And look at the crowd he describes. It's not a gang of thugs. It's accountants, junior executives, lawyers, all of them showing up with broken noses, purple as eggplants, or jaws held together by metal clamps.
They're just quiet people. They sit, they listen, and they wait for the moment to decide. It's like they're all waiting for the same permission to explode. It's such a sharp contrast to the perfect corporate world he was describing earlier. He's back at work, presenting slides for Microsoft, and he's looking at Walter, this guy with perfect teeth and beautiful skin.
And the narrator is just a mess. One side of his face is smooth shaven, and the other is just one continuous bruise. Blood glistening on his lips.
And Walter is staring at him, trying to piece it together. Is he thinking about the ozone layer, or animal testing, or something else? He's trying to find some normalcy in the middle of the carnage. But then the narrative just breaks. We jump into this visceral, almost nauseating imagery.
Oh man, the condom.
Yeah, he finds a used condom floating in his toilet like a jellyfish, and his reaction? He starts wondering about the inner workings of the sperm cells. Is this the cervix? He's so detached, it's almost surreal. It's because his sense of boundaries is completely gone. The house is falling apart, the roof is rotting, water is leaking through the plaster, and he's just observing the decay.
The house is basically a living organism that's dying. Everything is swelling, warping, rusting. The nails are literally falling out of the wood.
And it's also transient. He tells us Tyler has only been there 6 weeks. The house is filled with piles of old Reader's Digest magazines. He says the previous tenant used the pages to wrap cocaine. It's that disposable world again. Everything is being repurposed, used up, and thrown away, even the magazines. He even mentions these weird old articles where organs talk in the first person. I am Jane's uterus. I am Joe's prostate.
I mean, I've been there.
But look how the narrator identifies with them. He doesn't say, I am sad. He says, I am Joe's dilated bile duct. He's literally fragmenting his identity into these clinical anatomical parts. He's losing the I.
And then there's Tyler. He walks up to breakfast, chest covered in hickeys, and drops the bomb. He met Marla Singer, and he slept with her.
And the narrator is just sitting there, trying to pretend he's reading a magazine. He can't even look up. This is the moment where the absurdity hits its peak. He says Marla is a bitch and a pervert, and that's exactly why Tyler likes her. And then get this, he tells us Marla wants to get pregnant, just so she can have an abortion from Tyler.
That is peak chaos. It's a total rejection of the nurturing or family ideal. It's destruction as a form of connection.
It's so much more violent than just a physical fight. It's an emotional, reproductive sabotage. And it all ties back to that feeling of being fragmented we talked about at the start. He's not a person anymore. He's just a collection of symptoms. I am Joe's white-knuckled terror. I am Joe's swollen, itching disgust.
He's literally decomposing while he's still alive.
And the end of the section, it's Marla calling him. She's in this hotel, the Regent, which is just a pile of bricks held together by S. Tumbered Knot. She's taken a whole pack of sleeping pills. She's screaming, I'm dying! I'm dying! And the narrator's response? He says, thanks, but I have other plans tonight. I'm going to a melanoma support group.
He can't even handle a real death. He's too busy looking for the spectacle of someone else's crisis.
It's a world where death is just another event to be attended, like a movie or a football game. There's no weight left to it, just the afterglow of the impact. That's a heavy note to end on. I think I need a moment to just breathe.
Yeah, my brain is officially a pile of bricks and snot right now. Let's grab some water.